Hello, it's the day that the Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist is announced, and I think I'm a little bit late coming to the party. I've had one of those mornings. But for the list, the shortlists, I think this is the first year that I have managed to read them all before the shortlist is announced. In fact, as regards the whole long list, there's only 3 books that I've not read, but I still read them because I do like to read everything on the long list. But as for the shortlist, I've read them all. First one, Demon Copperhead. I am so pleased this was picked for the shortlist. It's one I've only recently finished and I absolutely loved it. For me, this is the one that I would like to win, because it was just incredible. He's got a character that you follow him so much. He really gets under your skin, and it's to do with the effects of poverty on children, but not just poverty, the opioid crisis in Appalachia, a wonderful novel. And then Maggie O'Farrell, The Magic Marriage Portrait, again, another incredible book. For me, I think Hamnet was better, but that is just me. I felt more emotion in Hamnet than I did in this one, which is the fictional account of Lucretia de Cosimo de Medici, who died within a year of her marriage. And there's all the rumours that her husband murdered her, and it's a story that's told from her point of view. And again, descriptions, the characterisation, I really like that one as well. That was another one I'm pleased was on the list. Then we come to this one, Pod. This is the only one that I actually own, and this, I can see why it's on the list. It is so different. It's all from the point of view of a dolphin, and it's beautifully written, and it's all to do with climate change and what's happening in the oceans, and it's to do with belonging and family and love. And the ending, you feel for this dolphin, Aya, all the time, and your feelings change and you're rooting for her, and I was in tears at the end of that one. The next one on the list, Trespasses by Louise Kennedy, a really powerful novel. It's not an easy read. It's set in 1975 Northern Ireland, in the midst of the Troubles. And you've got Kushla, who's a Roman Catholic primary school teacher, who's having an affair with a married man. Not only that, but he's a Protestant barrister. He's very outspoken. And it's all to do with the Troubles. It's so powerful, and the little lad in there, David, that she takes under her wing, you just want to give him a hug. That was a really, really powerful read. The next one on the list is Fire Rush by Jacqueline Crooks, and this one is the rhythm of the prose. It gets under your skin. It's all in Jamaican patois. It's all to do with dub reggae, which I didn't know anything about until I read the book and Googled. And you follow Yame, and you follow her as she's raised by her father. At weekends she dances in this dub reggae club. Then she meets Moose. And then we have tragedy, and she goes to Bristol, where she becomes involved with a criminal gang, and then she goes to Jamaica. And in Jamaica, the writing is so descriptive and lyrical. There is rhythm through the whole of this novel. Brilliant. And the final one on the short list is, when I find it, Black Butterflies by Priscilla Morris. And there is colour in this. It's written with an artist's palette, and it's all set in the first year of the siege of Sarajevo, 1992. And we follow Sora, who sends her husband and her mother to the UK, thinking that this siege is going to be lasting a few weeks at the most. And at first she enjoys having the time on her own to paint, and then everything worsens. The siege gets tighter and they lose power, they lose water, and there are brutal descriptions in here. But the colour palette that the author uses to reflect Zora's paintings and the art that lives through her. Again, a stunning novel. All of these 6, when I was looking at which ones I thought would be on the short list, I got the only one I didn't pick was Pod. I think I chose Cursed Bread instead of Pod. But I can see why Pod is on there. It's a powerful novel. It's one that brings tears to your eyes. So you've got 6 very different novels on there. My heart goes to Demon Copperhead. That is the one I would love to win. Whether they Barbara Consolver's won it before, so whether they will give the prize to her for the second time or choose somebody new, who knows, but that is the one that I will be rooting for. So, Women's Prize for Fiction Shortlist. We've now got to wait until, I can't remember the date, we've got to wait until the winner's announced. I think it's beginning of June, who knows. So, happy reading, take care.